Hello, this is my very short intro to language learning. Rule number 1, you have to do it often. It doesn't matter if you do it a lot, you have to do it often. 10 minutes a day, every day, are far superior than 2 hours a week. If you do a quick math, that's 70 minutes that are far superior to 120 minutes. The reality of the fact is that you forget what you learn very easily, and if you give yourself time to forget, you are undoing half the work you did. By not giving yourself time to forget and practicing every day, or skipping sometimes, but trying to practice every day and practicing at least 4 times a week, you are stopping your brain from forgetting, which is sometimes more important than making it remember. Once the knowledge is there, it's easier to make it stay than to have to put it there again. My favorite metaphor for this is a bowl of dough. Not, cooking dough, but that very soft dough for stress relief that you press and it'll come back to its original shape almost immediately. Imagine your brain is just like this. Anything you learn becomes a mark, or more accurately, a pattern. This is what's called neuroplasticity. That means your brain will mold itself to new patterns and it will adapt. So, let's say I create this pattern in my imaginary brain, okay? And tomorrow, it will start going back, and the day after, it will just be here, and I'll barely remember, and then it'll go back to normal. It's disappearing. What I need to do clearly is to learn it and keep learning it to make it stay. Brains, unlike hair, move on their own. They're alive. You don't just program them and leave them be. One very useful idea is sports. Nobody expects to be good at sports if they don't do it frequently. Nobody expects that running once a week will give them the level of proficiency of a professional athlete. And although you might want to learn a foreign language to a level where you can converse about the weather, I doubt it. And to be honest, I don't recommend it. When you are at that low level, it's very easy to return to zero because it's not interesting. The weather is boring. You'll have access to so little of that cultures and that language that you're not very likely to find something that fascinates you enough to make you do the effort to keep going. Now, you should not aim for perfection. That's something that some people achieve and some people are interested in achieving, but you should aim for fluency, not merely conversational Spanish, English, Chinese. Don't aim for enough Spanish to buy bread. To be honest, I don't see how you would need Spanish to buy bread. You can point. You can go to supermarket. In Spain, you go to supermarket and you get the object, you go and you pay for it, and you don't need to say a single word. You can say gracias if you want, but if you don't say gracias, nobody's gonna stop you from getting the bread. So aim for conversational. Mistake. aim for fluency, not just conversational, chit chat level. The best way in this marvelous century of ours to practice frequently is to use technology. My favorite app is called Duolingo, and there's a link below. But there's a number of ways. There's a Quizlet, which is a vocabulary memorizing flashcards website. There's music. If you're a fan, it's very easy to get a rhythm of a language by singing in it. Just do karaoke. What could be more fun? Even if you don't understand what you're saying, you still get something out of it, in the sense that your pronunciation will improve and your ear for that language will improve. Because one of the main problems when you learn a foreign language is that your brain will not separate the words. In fact, when we speak, don't normally separate the words like I'm doing right now. We normally just speak in, roll, keep going, and there are no actual pauses between words. The pauses that you hear between words in normal speech are created by your brain, because your brain knows that those are separate units of meaning. In a foreign language, this just doesn't happen because you don't know the words. So that's why normally it seems foreign speakers are speeding through it. They're not speaking fast, they are just speaking a language you don't understand. So Duolingo is a great idea. And there's also the more old-fashioned technique of making little labels and sticking them all around your house, chest of drawers, cajonera, and then bookshelf, biblioteca, and so on. It's kind of hard to stick one on the bed, but you can stick one on the wall, next to the bed. Doors, get one. Mirrors, get one. Toothbrush holder gets one. Your flatmates or family might think you're quite strange, but frequency works. Seeing it every day on the object itself is a very easy trick. Now, my recommendation is, even if you're an advanced user, even if you already have some knowledge, go get an account in Duolingo. It will ask you to do a placement test. This placement test will check what knowledge you already have and help you, skip whichever lessons you already know and make you start later on. If it's still too easy, you can also skip each lesson by testing out. So just test out of everything if it seems too easy. It never hurts to look things over once more. Each lesson takes 10 minutes to complete, so it's not such a big deal. And there must be something you don't know, otherwise it wouldn't have placed you there. And I wish the best of luck. If you need any help, there's my contact info, just let me know.